Hello, Midwestern movie reviewer here with another movie review. I recently saw the movie Sinners in theaters. This movie stars Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld. It was such an interesting preview. It looked really scary. I love a great horror movie. Bloody, sharp teeth. You know what this is about. I love the mixture that this is a period piece and it's a horror movie. What I like in this movie too is a mashup of The Color Purple and Dusk Till Dawn. There's a lot of singing because it takes place in a juke joint in, I would say, the 40s maybe. Back then they had the blues, they had speakeasy, off the beaten path, bars and stuff, and they had just drinking and different things. It's sexy. Michael B. Jordan, woo, he was really good looking in this. For you, those of you who are a little bit nervous about seeing something sexy in a theater, just know there's not a lot of nudity. There's a lot of language. They push pretty far forward with the gore and the sex, but pulled back on the nudity, maybe to not get an NC-17 rating. That's my guess. You can't have everything in the thing. So for those of you who don't like a lot of that in their movies, be aware of that with this. The premise of this is Michael B. Jordan is playing twins. These twins come back from Chicago to Mississippi, and they're opening up a juke joint and trying to be successful and kind of give back to the community at the same time. Well, meanwhile, some evil comes down upon them at that same time. So that's kind of the premise. There's so many things I loved about this movie, very few that I didn't. The suspense is there. They build it, they went a little bit too much into the backstory. I felt like it does build you up because you're like, when are these monsters coming? You know they're coming, but it takes a little while to get there. The acting was great. The singing. There's a young man, Miles Canton, that has this beautiful, soulful voice. Every time he sang, I was just enraptured, staring at the screen. Beautiful voice. I'm gonna look into more what has he done, but I really enjoyed him. It was directed by Ryan Coogler, which he did. He directed Creed. He directed a few other movies that Michael B. Jordan's been in. So they got to work together again. I'm just throwing all my golden nuggets in all at once, you guys. We're not going to save them until the end this time. So these are my golden nuggets. One thing I will say, I have a contact at Regal Theaters. Shelby, you know who you are. And she told me that in people coming and going through the theaters, and they talk to her about what they think of these movies. For Sinners, 75% of the audience really enjoyed it, said it was good. There was about 10% who didn't like it. And I would have to say she said it was both sexual, it was the sexual content, and that it was the time period. It was like a racist time period. So some people were offended by that and didn't enjoy the movie because of that. Then you've got 15% who didn't like the gore, who thought it was too bloody and too gross. If you look at the critics, they love it. It's got a huge, huge high score for critics. I will be honest, I was a little bit uncomfortable with some of the things that were said of a sexual nature. Not necessarily the gore, because I love a horror movie, but I don't like things that are too vulgar, and yeah, call me a prude or whatever. But I do love action. I love a great story. I love characters I can get behind, and this had all those. I love how they did Michael B. Jordan playing twins. They had to use some really great deep fake technology. You knew it in your mind that he's playing, that somehow they're using something to make him be there and there. But they did it so well that it was wonderful. I loved it. It was very believable. Supposedly, he studied twins to prepare for this movie, had twins on the set as consultants to say, yeah, we would do this or we would do that to make it very believable. He put in a lot. They filmed this movie, started last April, a year ago, and finished it in July. He played two characters. That's a lot of work, a lot of lines, a lot of stuff to memorize, and to give a performance that is so believable and so amazing and still be smoking, Yeah, I really loved him in this. There was also a few other actors. There was Wunmi Mosaku. I've seen her in a few things. She was fantastic in this. Omar Benson Miller was in this. Delroy Lindo, Jack O'Connell, he was terrifying, and Miles Caton. And Miles was that one with the gorgeous chops. Just excellent, excellent singer. Midwestern Movie Reviewer says if you love mashups, you love a great horror movie, you enjoy Michael B. Jordan, you love Haley Steinfeld. She was kind of smoking hot in this. There was a lot of just sexual tension that was built up. You love this kind of movie, you're going to enjoy Sinners. Go see Sinners in theaters. And please like and subscribe. Midwestern Movie Reviewer out.